In this video, I'll be reviewing InstaDoodle, which is a platform that allows anyone to create professional doodle videos like you're seeing right here. So I'm going to do a full walkthrough, but in case you're interested, check out the link in the description for more information. But for now, let's dive into it and let me show you how it works. So right now I'm logged into the dashboard, and as you can see here, these are my recent projects created with InstaDoodle. And when you scroll down here, you see a lot of professional tutorials that will walk you through how to create these videos, but it's basically pretty simple to do so. To get started, you click on this plus button, which allows you to create your projects. Now, there are two ways how you can create your project. So there is a manual mode, which allows you to do anything from scratch, or you got an AI wizard here, which is one of the add-ons that writes the script for you and does also help you to create the videos. So in this case, I'm going to do the manual mode. So I'm going to click next here. And from this screen, you have some extra options. So first of all, you can choose the project size here. So you could choose a presentation 16:9, but you can also create Instagram stories, for example, and these will show you other templates. Or maybe you want to create Instagram posts here. You can see that the templates are switching in sizes here. But you simply choose one of the preferred ones. You also have square ones if you like to. But let's just go by the presentation ones here. And from here, you can choose if you want to start with an empty project like you're seeing right here, or you could choose one of these templates that you're seeing right here. So if you pick one of the templates, I can already show you how this app works. So let's go with the business template here and let's click next. And this will load the Doodle editor for us where we can change anything. So right now, this is everything that you're going to need to create these doodle videos. Now, at the bottom here, you can see all the different slides that have been created for you already. So basically, this is a template that you can work with. So I can switch over each template here. And yeah, this is already done. So I can basically change anything that's in the templates here. So here it says insert your title. So for example, learn how to send professional emails, for example. So you can change this and you can preview your project. So this is something based on a template. So when I click the play button here, it's going to load the project for me and it's going to show you how it will look like, the end result of the video. So you can see here, it drags and drops the elements and it writes the text that we just edited. And then it goes to the next slide here. And it's going to do the next template slide that you can modify as well. So this is the first option. Let me stop this video where you can change each slide. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the dashboard and I'm going to start from scratch so that you can see if you want to create projects yourself, how that works. So on the dashboard, we click on the plus sign again. We choose manual mode here and we're going to click next. And in this case, we're choosing the empty project, which will be loading a empty canvas for us. So what I want to do in this video is I want to create some kind of a sales video on 7 days, how to train your dog in 7 days. So to get started here, you first want to fill this canvas with your drawings, right? So you can choose from the library here on the left side. So this is basically 3 tabs that you can choose from. The first one is the custom tabs, and these are the images that have been generated by you or have been uploaded, because you also have the option to upload your images here. Characters, a library of characters that you can choose from, that you can use. And you can also filter those on colored ones. The colored ones is an upgrade, by the way. And you also have the props that you can choose from. So you can add props to your doodle videos. Let's get started by generating your images with AI, because I like this feature here. It says generate with AI, which allows you to generate the doodle images for you. So as you can see here, these images, I've generated these images already with this engine. And it works pretty simple. So first of all, you choose what you want to create. So you can create elements or backgrounds. Backgrounds is one of the upgrades which I recommend because this makes it a lot easier to create some cool doodle videos. So we're going to choose a background first. And then from here, you could choose what kind of image you would like to create. So you can choose a mixed image here, or a color doodle, or a doodle, or maybe you want to do realistic. But let's say we want to choose the doodle style here. And then you need to describe what you would like to create. So let's say we want to do a backyard with some trees and I think it's called shed. Let's see what this is. And basically what I need to choose here, I need to choose a mixed one because I want to have multiple elements in my image. So we have a backyard with some trees and a shed. And let's click on generate, and it's going to generate 3 variations for me that I can use. So in this case, I have not added a dog yet because I want to fill out the canvas, right? So I think this looks good already. Let's wait for the third one. There it is. And now we can choose which one we like. So I think I go with the first one. I like this one. So you can click on add, or you can edit the image. So if you want to make some changes, you can click on edit here, which will open the editor for you, where you can add free draw yourself if you want to draw elements on this image. You can line draws, you can fill elements, you can do transparent fills, you can erase certain parts, automatic background removal. And if you're satisfied, you can click add to library so that you can start using this image. So now we've created a background image for this specific scene. So you can see here, it's selected, so we can close this one and we can go to our custom images. And when I click on this, it will be added to my canvas. So this is my first scene here. And now what I also like to do is I like to add a dog in here. So I can say, for example, I can go to the characters or to the props. I think the dogs will be in the props. And I can say dog. And now you can see here, you got the dog here. You can maybe also say a puppy. See if there's a puppy. No. So let's say a dog here. And if you want to have a puppy, we can generate that ourselves with AI again. But let's say we want to do one of these. So let's say this is the dog here. And we have the dog. Let's put him in here. Well, let's make him big like this. And then we also want to have a character inside here that we want to use. So we can say woman. Nope. Girl. There's a girl. So let's say we're going to do this one, girl Emma, or maybe a little older. So let's say we want to do Maya here. We could say we want to use Maya. So there's Maya. And you can add all different kind of elements to these drawings just to show you. And the more creative you are, the better your image will become, of course. But we already created something nice here for our first scene. Now, when we play this part here, so first it's going to save our project. Now we can also play this project. So it's going to start like this. First, it's going to draw the background. You can see this. And then it's going to draw the dog. And then it's going to draw Maya here. There you go. So to change things in here, to change the order, we can also go to the layers part in here. So let's say we first want to draw Maya and then we want to draw the dog. We can simply change the things in here in order. And now when we play the video, you can see that first the background is being drawn. And now you can see Maya is being drawn first before the dog is being created. And this is how you can change the order of the things on your drawing. Now, if you want to add a voice, you can do that as well. So we're still in the first slide here. And when we go to the first slide on the right side here, you have different options. So first of all, you can choose the transition type. So that means that when you go from one slide to the next slide, you can change the transition. So by default, there's none. And you can also fade. And the Pro upgrade also allows you to wipe. And basically, the wipe means that a hand will wipe the drawing to the left or to the right, or you could do, here, the transition push left and right, and you can also wipe it. But let's say we want to push left here, and then you can also change the drawing speed. So let's say you want to have this much quicker. You can change this up to 5 times. So when I play the video again here, you can see this goes way quicker. This is 5 times quicker, and boom, did you see that hand? In this case, let's set this to 1 because we can change the speed here as well, because we can also add a voiceover to this slide. Now we can do the voiceovers in 2 ways. You can upload your own voiceover, or you can generate a voiceover with AI. So when I click on generate voiceover, you will be able to add a script to this slide here. So let me write something in here. Want to train your dog to behave. Come follow our 7-day course. Something like this. And then you can choose from one of these voices. So let me show them to you.
Hi, I'm Delilah. Imagine your InstaDoodle project with a voice that's both strong.
This is the first one. Then we have Ruby.
Hello, I'm Ruby. Imagine your InstaDoodle project brought to life.
Or maybe Sophie.
Oh, hello there. I'm Sophie. You know, with a little wisdom.
And then we got Zachary.
Hey, I'm Zachary. Ready to take your InstaDoodle project to the next level?
Douglas.
Hey there, I'm Douglas. Can you feel that?
And Bella.
Hello, I'm Bella. Imagine me bringing a touch of elegance.
So let's say we want to go with Sophie here. Then we simply select Sophie and we click on generate, and it will generate the voice for us. So right now you can see it's in here. We can preview this.
Want to train your dog to behave? Come follow our 7-day course.
Okay, so we can add this to the slide. And what you can do now, the option that you will have here is sync slide with voice. So when I select this option here, it's now syncing my voice with the slide. So I cannot change the drawing speed in here any longer because the drawing speed will match the voice as it is right now. So currently this will be pretty fast because it's a short voiceover, but let me show you how it works.
Want to train your dog to behave? Come follow our 7-day course.
You see that? So the script should be a little longer, but this is how you can do it. Now, another way is to upload your own voice. So when you go to a website, for example, this is a virtual speech, where you have a free tool to record your voice. So let's record our voice and upload that to InstaDoodle. Want to train your dog? Come and join our 7-day dog course where we teach your dog to behave and do the things that you like your dog to do. Something like this. I don't know. I'm just going to convert this to an MP3 and I'm going to download that here. Download. There you go. Want to train your dog? Okay, let's download it to my computer. And now we go back here to our project and we can upload this voiceover to this specific slide. So I'm going to upload this. And now when we sync our slides here and we play the video, you can see that the slide is already longer here. It will match better with the drawing here. Let me show you. Want to train your dog? Come and join our 7-day dog course where we teach your dog to behave and do the things that you like your dog to do. You see? So it adapts the voice here when you sync your slide with your voice, which I recommend you to do. It saves you a lot of trouble by figuring out everything yourself. So this is the first slide, and then you can click on the plus here to create a new slide. Or if you like to duplicate, you can also click these 3 dots here, where you will be able to duplicate the slide, and now you got the second slide as well. So from here, you can remove elements. You can say, okay, let's keep the dog in here. And yeah, let's add some extra elements in here. So let's say, for example, we go back here to our doodles and we go to our props here, where we're going to search for a tree. And now let's see if there's something in here that's matching that I like. And if it's not in here, I can simply go to generate with AI. In this case, we choose element and let's go here. Yeah, cartoon is okay. And now we're going to say a tree, a big tree. and click on generate and choose one of these 4. So let's say we want to use this one. You simply click on add. It's enhancing the image and it's going to add it to our library. So we can close this. Now we can add this to our library here. So there you go. And this is how you can create your slides. You can add other elements. If you like to have a sun as well, you can do that here. Let's simply add that one as well. There you go, to the left top. And maybe we can also do a cat in here. So let's search for a props in here. Let's do a cat. Let's see, that's not a good one. So we generate one again with AI, a cat. Generate. Maybe we can do a scared cat. Let's do a scared cat. Let's see what it creates. Let's take the second one here, add this one. Close this window and add this one as well. Now this is not a very good example because this is a very kind dog. So we could also generate an aggressive dog here, but just showing you how you can create these slides and how it works. So on the right side here, you have these extra properties. So for example, you could do the line weight as well. You could change the color here. So if you want to make this red, you can change the color in here. So let's make this big, you see that. So you can add colors to your drawings as well. I personally prefer to have this black and white or fully colored images. And then also you can choose the animation type. So for example, you can also wipe, slide, fade, or pop in. So in this case, the cat will be drawn. And if you want to change that to wipe, for example, then it will look differently. So when we play the video, let me change the layer so that the cat will be drawn first. So you can see what wipe is. You see, this is train your dog. Oh, there's my voice still in here. So we're going to remove that voice in here. Click on remove here. And let's draw this one again. So that's kind of a wipe. If we want to change this, we can also say, let's change this to slides. You see, now it's being slide in and this is being drawn here. Another option here is to fade or to pop in. So let's do the pop in. We all know what fade is. So this is the pop in. And then we got the dog in here that's being drawn. So again, if you want to make changes, so let's say this tree is a little bit too big, you do not want to have this in here. You can select this option here where you have this editor where you can make the changes. So for example, the eraser here, you can set the size of the brush here. You can make this big and you can say, I want to have this removed, for example, everything here on the left side. I want to remove all of this in here, also on the right side. So I can play a little bit better with this. I can apply the changes in here. And now you can see it's much cleaner. The picture is cleaner. I don't say this looks better, but it's just to show you how InstaDoodle works. So once your video is ready, and I've added an extra slide here to match the first slide better, what you can do is you can go to your project settings here, where you can also upload your soundtrack, or you can choose from a library. There's a library with music in here that you can choose from. These are not super... Well, they're better soundtracks. If you get this through me, I'm also going to give you a library of 100,000 soundtracks that you can choose from. But from here, you can also upload your own soundtrack. So let's do that. I have a soundtrack in here that I like. I can add that one. So it's uploading. And then also what you can do is you can choose the hands. So you could see a hand that was drawing everything. So you could pick one of these hands as well so that it matches better with your personality or what you'd like to show. So you got male white hands, female white, male black, female black, different options to choose from. So the soundtrack is now in here. You can change the volume as well. So let's say we set this to a 30% because we want to hear the voice over better. I've generated a new voice, so let me show you the first 2 slides, how it will look like.
Are you a new dog owner finding it challenging when your dog doesn't always listen or follow the commands you give? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. In just 1 week, you'll start seeing real progress and a stronger connection with your dog. Your dog will become more focused, responsive, and eager to listen, bringing out a happier, more confident you.
So you see how this worked, right? The cat was actually very funny. It was timed correctly. But you can see this is how you can create Doodle videos pretty easily. And all from one dashboard, you can rename your project in here. So you can say dog training. Let's enter this. And when we go to our dashboard, you can see that it's in here. You can open your projects again here. You can also rename, you can duplicate your project if you would like to do that. You can also resize this. So if you want to resize this, you can also resize this to other platforms as well. And one thing that I haven't showed you yet is when you open the project and you're happy and satisfied with your project, you can export it here in multiple formats. So you could do, you could render 720, 1080, and then if you'd like to have 2K and 4K, that is within the Pro version. So you can say, let's say the 4K version, it says the render process has started and it can take a few minutes to complete. And you will receive an email when your video is ready, and you can download your video and upload it to any platforms. So that is my review of InstaDoodle. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And again, check out the link in the description for more information. You support me as well by doing so. And thank you so much for watching. Please hit a thumbs up if this video was useful to you. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't done yet. I do a lot of product reviews. I interview vendors of products as well. So if that's interesting to you, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Talk soon. Bye-bye.